you know what? I wasn't going to say anything. I was gonna mind my business, scroll past the content like the rest of y'all, and keep it cute. But then it's almost like the universe has made up its mind to torment me till I say something. So this is me finally taking the bait. Don't get me wrong, I got nothing against Cookin with Kaia personally. Truth is, when she first started popping up everywhere on TikTok and Instagram, I was like, okay, she's cute, she's cooking, cool. But then she made a comment that let all hell loose.
That's still your man with his dinner I just cooked, bro. Take a good look.
Excuse me, girl, what? That's when I kind of realized her game. Cooking with Kaia isn't just about food. Her whole aesthetics is built around rage bait, male validation, and giving pick-me energy on steroids. And the wildest part, it's working. She's got millions of followers and views on her posts, thirsty comment sections, viral debates, and a whole internet war going on in her name. So today we're going to talk about it. We're unpacking how Cooking with Kaia blew up, what it says about the internet, and why she's low-key one of the most hated women online right now. Yep, I said it. Let's get into it. So who is Cooking with Kaia, and why is the internet foaming at the mouth over this girl making food and twerking in a sports bra?
Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia.
Her real name's Kaia Renee, but on TikTok, she's popularly known as Cooking with Kaia, the apron-wearing, lip-gloss-poppin', boyfriend-feeding internet chef with one mission: look hot, twerk, serve plates, and remind women that she will wake up at 6 a.m. to prepare your man's breakfast before you even brush your teeth.
1, 2, Kaia's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. Bro, I can take your man with this meal I just cooked. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia.
She popped up mid-2024, posting these super aesthetic, super domestic cooking videos. But every video isn't just a recipe, it's a you get the food, sure, but you also get a chant, a little twerk, and a dash of internet chaos.
Did someone feed you tonight, or does Kai have to? Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia.
Whether she's plating steak, pancakes, or mac and cheese, it always comes with a little song, twerking, and a whip of sass. It's comfort food with a side of "look at me." But the food is not what made her viral. When Kaia started her content journey around July 2024, it was just wholesome cooking. No drama, no trolling. But things changed real quick when she started blending in some internet clapbacks and strategic trolling. Now fast forward to December 2nd, the day she basically lit the internet on fire.
1, 2, Kaia's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do.
Boom. That was it. TikTok lost its damn mind. The energy of the video seemed pretty harmless, but it was also provocative. Most people found the video kinda cringe. But hey, do what you gotta do for views, I guess. Let's pause here real quick. Isn't it wild how much women still have to do just to be seen online? It's like, you want to blow up? Better be hot, outrageous, hyper-feminine, or borderline inappropriate. Otherwise, good luck fighting the algorithm. Sure, there are other paths, but this one's the express lane. Anyway, back to the video. She made pancakes, scrambled eggs, and something with strawberries and whipped topping. Now, the plate looked delicious and cute too, just like a simple meal that could be made at home. But the whole point is that it was never about food.
1, 2, Kaia's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia.
Come to think of it, there are creators on TikTok who've been serving Michelin star-level tutorials with clean lighting, perfect framing, and actual culinary skills for years. Yet none of them are pulling the number of views Kaia is. Why? It's simply because Kaia figured out how to package herself as part of the product. This particular video didn't just do numbers, it became extremely controversial. That's when you know you've crossed the line from content to controversy. You go viral on TikTok, fine. But when your face lands on Twitter and people start dropping think pieces, that's the gold mine right there, whether it's love or hate. Now, men were obsessed with the video. The comments were full of, "Where's my Kaia? I love you. I need a woman like you." Meanwhile, most women were not having it.
Cooking with Kaia says, "Wake up and cook for your man before I do." This really triggers women who challenge patriarchal norms and don't adhere to traditional gender roles because they see Kaia as upholding patriarchy.
Some women were straight up pissed off. They saw Kaia and were like, "This is a joke, right?" They thought it was a step backwards, like Kaia was setting women back a few decades. Like we're back in the 50s or something, where the only thing a woman is good for is cooking and trying to please her man. They didn't see the humor. They saw Kaia as a pick-me pandering to men, and they were so over it. But were they wrong, though?
About Cooking with Kaia that I find so funny is that men are really out there showing their wives and girlfriends cooking with Kaia because she said, "Cook for your man or I will."
The truth is that Kaia's cooking content seems to have attracted more guys than ladies. Why do you think that is?
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal of...
I mean, we know how difficult it is to get some men to cook or even do any kitchen duty, so to suddenly find out they're becoming really interested in cooking TikTok contents smells fishy.
Kaia, cooking with Kaia.
No f***ing way, what are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you...
Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing now?
I've seen multiple videos where girls immediately get upset and annoyed when they find out their meal was prepared using Cooking with Kaia recipe. And now, while most of the videos seem staged, that doesn't change the fact that some of the girls are really pissed with the whole Cooking with Kaia stuff.
That's where I got it from, so I hope you enjoy it. Are you kidding me?
Get out of my face.
You know how long it took me to cook that?
So you, what, cooking with Kaia now?
It's a recipe that she was showing me how to... Are you kidding me? I put my all into this.
So yeah, it was clear Kaia was getting under some skin. She wasn't just putting recipes out there, she was stirring up some serious emotions, and it made her go viral. Whether they liked it or not, some women felt like Kaia was out here competing for their men, and honestly, that wasn't all in their heads. You see men confessing to watching her content constantly, and even using her recipes. You can't help but deny that she has an effect on the guys.
Cooking with Kaia.
Babe! 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 You've been watching Kaia again?
But not all women were gonna sit back and watch the internet try to crucify Cooking with Kaia over some whipped cream and a flirtatious joke. Because while the comments section were exploding with women pissed off by the video, one voice stepped in loud and unapologetically. Cardi B. The Grammy-winning artist came to Kaia's defense, and not in a subtle way either. Cardi hopped online and basically told the internet to pipe down and stop projecting their insecurities onto a girl who's just minding her business and making food.
Cause y'all just hate so much on with surgery, but it's not that. Y'all just hate on anybody that's just happy with themselves. Cause look at the girl Cooking with Kai. She natural from head to toe. And y'all hate her because y'all feel she could take y'all man. Y'all just ooze hate.
In that moment, that split in the reactions. That's when Kaia went from being a cooking creator to a viral personality. But let's be real, she never blew up because of her cooking. She blew up when she leaned into the flirtation, the trolling, the male validation bait and pick-me energy. That's what unlocked her popularity. And with that came the criticism.
Just like that, I like that.
Because now it's not just about pancakes, it's about performance, about the way women navigate visibility online. Is Kaia playing the game, or just playing into it? The issue with Kaia's brand, and why it's stirred up so much drama, is because it sits at the crossroads of performance, provocation, and pandering. Kaia knows exactly what she's doing. She's not just making scrambled eggs, she's performing femininity in a very specific way.
Yeah, cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia, cooking with Kaia.
A way that strokes the ego of a certain type of man. The one who scrolls through TikTok looking for women who will say, "Serve your man or I will." And then will turn around and use that content to bash other women for not doing the same. That's where it gets messy. Because while Kaia's videos might seem harmless to some, the subtext isn't. Whether she means it or not, She reinforces ideas that have been used for generations to reduce women down to what they can offer men. How well they can cook, how quiet and pretty they are, how willing they are to serve. It feels like we're stepping back in time, except now it's happening with TikTok filters and catchy background music. And here's the thing, when a creator leans into that fantasy, they might go viral, but they also become polarizing. Because you can't build a fan base that's rooted in male validation and not expect women to call it out. Especially when that same fan base turns around and uses Kaia as ammo to shame other women. And they do. The same dudes who praise Kaia are often the ones in other comment sections talking about how modern women don't bring anything to the table, or y'all should be more like Kaia.
This is why women hate Cooking with Kaia, this Cooking with Kaia girl. It's because when you have a woman like Cooking with Kaia, who is good at cooking, wants to cook for her man, is very outright about it, other women who don't do that, who think that it's not important, they get insecure about it because they realize, oh shit, my man is busting ass, I don't even cook for him, I don't even do this, that, and the other for him, and another woman can come in and steal him.
Let's call it what it is, a setup, and Kaia might just be the latest pawn in it. Now, to be fair, Kaia herself has tried to set boundaries. She's posted on Instagram saying she's not trying to steal anyone's man, that she's just joking, and that she's received threats because of how people are interpreting her content. Which is wild, because again, it's not that deep. If you don't like what someone posts, block them. Keep scrolling. Why are people out here sending death threats over TikTok meals and reposts? That kind of behavior says more about the people reacting than about Kaia herself. But here's the part no one wants to admit. Kaia is a reflection of the times. She didn't create the gender wars on social media. She's just profiting off them. In a space where male podcasters are constantly shouting about high-value women, and female creators are being told they're too masculine for having boundaries, Kaia slid in with a formula that works. She's feminine, agreeable, flirty, but still manages to appear down-to-earth enough that both fans and critics can't stop watching. Whether you love her or hate her, you're watching her, and that's the power.
Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with...
Either way, the clock is ticking. Because viral fame is never built to last. It's fast, it's loud, and it burns out quickly. Right now, Kaia is on the upswing. She's getting collabs, features on streams, and her name is on everyone's timeline.
Yes, you do.
I got twerk.
Yeah, it's a part of it.
No, I'm not on twerk.
It's a part of it.
I'm not on twerk.
It's a please.
You said please.
Yeah. Welcome to another video.
Wait, hold on, wait. How much aura is that if I twerk, bro?
She actually is here. She's here all the time. We just like feel me.
Feel me?
It's a little tight shit.
Yeah, tight shit.
How you been though? How's it been good? I see you.
Wait, before we start, we gotta hit the intro real quick.
The intro? Wait, what intro?
The Cooking with Kaia intro.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, you can give her like a little bit like tutorial.
Yeah, like show you. Alright. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia. Cooking with Kaia.
But at some point, people are going to move on. And when they do, all that's left is the reputation you built along the way. And that's why pandering to male attention always backfires in the long run. Because once the novelty wears off, once the men who hyped you up find the next girl to drool over, and once the drama dries up, what will she have left? Will she still be able to evolve? Or will she become just another TikTok flash in the pan that people look back on and say, remember that girl who used to act like a Stepford wife for clicks? We've seen this cycle too many times already. And let's be real, women who pander to male audiences often get used up and discarded when the internet finds a new target. And when that happens, those same men who once hyped them up are nowhere to be found. Because male validation isn't sustainable, it's conditional. The moment Kaia stops performing the way they want her to, they'll flip on her. They always do. But let's keep it real for a second. You know who's really mad? The women actually worried that Cooking with Kaia might take their man. Like, let's just call it what it is. If you're seriously panicking because your boyfriend saw a TikTok of a girl serving chicken Alfredo in a crop top and now you're spiraling, girl, please. If your man is out here switching loyalty over a plate of food, a little twerk, and a flirty smirk, you don't need to be mad at Kaia. You need to let that man go. That man's not yours. He belongs to the streets. Because a real man who loves you isn't gonna suddenly forget your name just because someone on TikTok winked at his steak. And honestly, if that's all it takes to lose him, good riddance. And let's not act brand new. Kaia is not the first woman to tap into her femininity to market her content. This isn't some dark internet sorcery. It's been around. I remember scrolling a while back and boom, I stumbled on this one creator. I think her name was Natalie something, I don't know, it's a Spanish name. Sis had a full face of makeup, soft lighting, tiny gowns, and was chopping onions like she was in a music video. I blinked once, and suddenly I was 4 videos deep thinking I needed her gumbo recipe. Pero qué bonito es. Women have been using femininity and that soft, sensual, come here, baby vibe in the kitchen for decades. It's practically woven into the fabric of how society has conditioned women to be desirable. Cook a meal, look good while doing it, be sweet, be submissive, laugh at his jokes, even when they suck. That whole energy, that's not something Kaia invented in her kitchen. That's patriarchy 101. So what's the girl supposed to do? You log into TikTok. You realize people aren't just scrolling for recipes anymore. They want a show. They want a vibe. They want to feel wanted while watching someone flip a pancake. And that's where creators like Natalie came in. You've probably seen her on her For You page, especially if you're into content like Cooking with Kaia. She's very gorgeous, super flirty, and all dolled up in her kitchen. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to the fact that it sells. I mean, she has over 1 million followers. And yeah, you guessed it. Most of them, men. Azul, pintado de azul, viajando entre nubes de tul. But like, be honest, do we really think it's the recipe bringing them there? No. It's the way she looks into the camera, the way her sleeve just magically slips down while she's stirring sauce, or when she bends toward the oven with her backside faced directly toward the camera. Boy, oh boy, the men are having a perfect time with this one. And listen, like I said, it works 100%. She's pulling in about 900,000 views per post. That's no accident. That's strategy. Flirtation sells, femininity sells, and if you can cook, even better. But here's where the double standard comes crashing in like a wrecking ball. Because Natalie, no one's witch hunting her. No one's saying she's ruining women or setting feminism back 50 years. She's floating along on marble countertops in some gorgeous luxury kitchen, flirting with the camera, and somehow completely escaping the drama. But Cooking with Kaia? Oh yeah, she's public enemy number 1. Why? Here's my theory, and it's something a lot of people don't want to admit. Kaia feels accessible. When you look at Natalie's content, you see wealth, you see polish, you see something aspirational, maybe even out of reach. Most people look at that and think, my boyfriend's not even in her tax bracket. I'm good. But Kaia's in a regular kitchen, modest, maybe a little messy, nothing expensive. It looks like your cousin's apartment or yours, or that one friend who always has a mismatched pair of pans but somehow still makes the best food. She feels real, familiar, relatable, attainable, and that is exactly why the internet lost its mind when she said, "I'll take your man." Because when someone who feels just like you starts tapping into that flirtatious, hyper-feminine energy and doing it really well, that's when it gets personal. That's when people start freaking out, because suddenly it's not just some influencer in a luxury kitchen anymore. It's someone who feels realistically possible, and that's what makes it threatening. So now we've got this weird situation where everyone's coming for Kaia as if she's the first and only person to ever push this whole sexy vibe while cooking. But she's not. She's just the closest to home. And honestly, the whole thing exposes a lot. Not just about how we view women or how patriarchy still shapes the way femininity gets rewarded online, but how insecure a lot of people still are. Because if a girl in a basic kitchen with a Walmart spatula and a cheeky wink can really threaten your whole relationship, maybe the issue isn't her. You can't blame most of these ladies for playing the games. These women figured it out. Appeal sells. TikTok rewards charisma, confidence, and yes, a little flirt never hurts. That's just marketing with a twist of spice.
Vem magalenha rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação.
So why is it suddenly a crime when Kaia does it? All of these people acting like she committed a felony by serving dinner with a cute chant, twerk, and smirk. Relax, she's cooking, not committing treason. Let the girl live. And if anything, Kaia just exposed how many people low-key want to do the same thing, because suddenly, TikTok got flooded with copycats and wannabe what you boys want chefs trying to ride the wave.
Today I made honey glazed teriyaki salmon with homemade mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts. If you want to see how I made this, go to my YouTube. My name's TT. Full video out now.
We ain't gotta pay no clothes, we can shop where we land. You want bad bitch views, what you willing to do? She can't come to your room.
Girls who never cared about plating a dish are now adding extra oil just so it glistens in the camera. Some are even straight up twerking while flipping pancakes. Kaia lit the match, and now everyone wants to cook in front of a ring light.
Block shakers, duh.
Oh, you hating on me and don't even know me.
It's almost like Cooking with Kaia created a whole blueprint, whether she meant to or not. Her videos had a signature energy, a whole vibe. The way she started her videos with that playful little chant was unique, and she made it hers. But despite the backlash she's received, everyone wants in now. Take a quick scroll through TikTok now, and you'll definitely notice what I'm talking about. The Cooking with Kaia formula is everywhere. One of the clearest examples? This account named My Name's TT2. Now, don't get it twisted, TT can cook. The girl's food looks incredible. She clearly knows her way around a spice rack. And if you pay attention, the intro, the way she talks to the camera, the little chant she starts her videos with before she flips the camera and throws a little ass.
Today I made honey glazed teriyaki salmon with homemade mashed potatoes.
It's giving Kaia, like almost beat for beat. And you know what's wild? The same exact thing Kaia got dragged for. But the bigger conversation here is what it says about the internet and patriarchy. Because while some people are out here saying Kaia is the problem, the reality is that Kaia is a product of the problem. See, we live in a world where women have always been told that being feminine, sexy, and submissive is what makes them desirable. And now that same formula is being rewarded in content creation. Add a dash of cleavage, a little sass in your voice, and some thigh peeking through your apron, and suddenly you've got yourself an algorithm-friendly video. Kaia didn't create that dynamic, she just learned how to capitalize on it. And now she's got imitators, whether they admit it or not. And here's the part that gets even more complicated, because some women are starting to feel like this kind of content might actually be harmful, especially for young girls watching it. There's a growing sentiment that says, if this is the kind of content that goes viral, is this what we're telling young women they need to be to succeed online? Because when every other cooking video starts with that sexy vibe or a threat to cook for your man or another girl gets him, followed by twerking up a storm while the oven preheats, we have to ask,
Cooking with Miss Bumpfest, cooking with Miss Bumpfest.
what message are we sending? And listen, it's not about shaming femininity, being sexy, owning your body, loving how you look in the kitchen. That's not the issue. The issue is when the only time you get rewarded or seen is when you're performing it in a way that fits into a very specific male-pleasing mold. And when women like Kaia get turned into blueprints for others to follow, not because they inspired confidence or boldness or creativity, but because they figured out how to satisfy the patriarchal algorithm, that's where some people start getting uncomfortable. So now we're in this weird spot where Kaia created a wave that everyone's riding. She's being used by some as a symbol of what women should be, while others say she's sending the wrong message entirely.
About Cooking with Kaia that I find so funny is that men are really out there showing their wives and girlfriends cooking with Kaia because she said, "Cook for your man or I will."
But at the end of the day, Cooking with Kaia is just one woman trying to make content, grow her brand, and maybe have a little fun in the kitchen. She didn't create the system, she's just cooking in it. But even with all the clones out there, and there's a lot, Kaia still pulls more views. And that's what really eats people alive. Because she just popped off last year, and somehow her engagement dwarfs creators who've been grinding for years. Listen, people need to stop pretending they don't get why Kaia is winning. She's not out here giving Gordon Ramsay tutorials. She's not presenting 5-star cuisine with Michelin star precision. There are dozens of TikTok chefs who can cook circles around her when it comes to instructions, plating, and technique. But guess what? They don't get half the views. Why? Because Kaia cracked the code, and it all starts with that pick-me energy everyone loves to hate. Whether you love it, roll your eyes at it, or secretly wish you could do it yourself, it works. She's not just cooking, she's performing. She's putting on a soft, flirty, wifey-coded persona that's basically baiting the entire internet, and y'all keep taking the bait. Let's be honest, the whole "I'm cooking what you boys want" thing, that was a trap, and insecure women walked right into it. If you really believe a girl making a cute TikTok video is going to show up and take your man just because she knows how to season a chicken, you're proving her point. That kind of panic, that's not confidence, that's projection. And let's be real, Kaia's not even saying she wants your man. She's cooking dinner and cracking jokes in a crop top. Y'all give it the power. And another thing people don't talk about enough, like I said before, is Kaia's relatability. She's not in some $2 million content house with quartz countertops and LED wine racks. She's in a regular, modest kitchen. The lighting's soft, the vibes are chill, and the place looks like your apartment or your cousins or your friends. She's not flexing luxury, and that's exactly why it hits. Social media has warped our sense of what's normal. We see influencers in massive staged kitchens and forget that most people don't live like that. Kaia looks attainable. And that's what draws average men in. She's pretty, she can cook, she flirts just enough to spark fantasy, but she doesn't come off as untouchable. She looks like someone they could actually date. Not a celebrity, not a boss babe with 10 assistants. She's the girl next door with lip gloss on and chicken in the oven, and that combo drives men crazy. And that's the key. Kaia isn't trying to be above you. She's not in designer heels stirring risotto on a marble island. She's vibing in sweatpants, saying she'll make your man a plate, and that's enough for half the internet to start barking. So no, she's not reinventing the wheel, but she's mastered how to turn that wheel in her favor. She knows what works, and she's not afraid to use it, and for some reason that confidence in her femininity makes people absolutely lose their minds. And I mean lose their minds, quite literally, because the internet was willing to take it to the extreme end to take this girl down. Because it's not just shady comments or TikTok stitches anymore. We've entered full-blown sabotage territory. Around mid-December 2024, the internet decided that being mad at Kaia wasn't just enough, they needed to destroy her. An alleged explicit video of Kaia, yes, explicit, started circulating online. We're talking Reddit threads, viral posts on X, Telegram drops, the works. Now, whether the video is real or not, still completely unverified. No official confirmation, no denial from her team. But that didn't stop the trolls from acting like it was gospel truth. People were reposting it like it was a weapon. And that's exactly what it was, a weapon to assassinate her character. Because nothing says, let's silence this woman, like trying to reduce her entire presence to a viral sex tape, real or fake. But that wasn't even the end of it. Around the same time, organized groups, like actual communities online, started mass reporting her TikTok account. They flagged her videos for nudity, explicit content, whatever they could, basically trying to weaponize the platform's own rules to get her wiped off the app. And for a second, they won. Her TikTok got suspended. And while most people lost their mind that people were actually jealous enough to mass report her account just to get her booted from the platform, some people celebrated.
That is so crazy. I just heard, did y'all just hear that Kaia got banned from TikTok? That is so sad. That is so sad.
like actual celebration over the idea that this woman who just cooked food and rage baited you guys that she was gonna steal your man was gone. But plot twist, Kaia appealed. Kaia came back. She kept posting. And not only did she return, she came back swinging. She dropped videos where she took a swipe at the hate she was facing while using trending sounds to mock the people who tried to cancel her.
When you see me, don't blink or stop. Moonwalk got head top and he had to shave his hair.
Cooking with Kaia, cooking with Kaia, cooking with Kaia, cooking with Kaia.
She didn't fold. She didn't disappear. She stood right there in that same kitchen and kept creating content. Well, she confessed that she had moved majorly to Instagram due to the negative vibes and backlash she's received within the TikTok community. There's no denying that she's still doing extremely well for herself. I mean, she's about to hit 2 million followers, with some of her videos getting over 1 million views.
But here goes
This morning I woke up beautiful again and craving attention.
Bitch ass motherfucker, how you doing? Ling back again. I'm always cooking and being goofy, so sometimes I think you guys forget how sexy I am. Anyway, today we're gonna be making some shrimp.
Now here's the question we really need to ask. What is it about Kaia that made people go this hard? Because let's be honest, this wasn't just internet backlash, it was a witch hunt. And you've got to wonder why her? There are tons of other creators doing similar content. We talked about Natalie, Cooking with TT, and even another lady that seems to be doing the most. I mean, how are you not spiraling over Miss Bumpkins or whatever?
Cooking with Miss Bumpkins, cooking with Miss Bumpkins.
But none of them seem to be catching the same level of heat. She's not getting banned. She's not getting fake sex tapes made about her. That's why I keep saying it all comes down to Kaia looking accessible and real. She wasn't in a mansion. Her kitchen looked like your kitchen. Her lighting wasn't professional. Her tone was playful but bold. She didn't feel untouchable. She felt possible. And when people feel like a woman is too close to home, when they feel like she could actually be the one to steal their man, or actually be the girl their boyfriend is watching on loop, that's when the claws come out. They wanted to humiliate her. They wanted to shut her up. And they went as far as weaponizing porn, fake leaks, and platform policy abuse to try and erase her. But they failed, because even with the smear campaigns, the fake videos, the ban, and the threats, Cooking with Kaia came back. And her follower count still climbing, her videos still viral, and her impact bigger than ever. So whether you love her or hate her, whether you see her as a pioneer or a pick-me, she's still winning. At the end of the day, Cooking with Kaia is just doing what every other creator dreams of, staying in her lane, posting her content, and breaking the internet without even trying. So whether you're triggered, entertained, confused, or ready to throw your man's phone across the room, one thing's for sure, she's got your attention, and that's exactly how she stays paid.